Hi everybody, welcome to my channel I Enhance Your English. Today in this video I am going to teach you the most important topic in English, that is letter writing. Before I start the topic, let me introduce you the list of things that I am going to teach you in today's video. So let's jump right into the topic to learn the most beautiful art of writing letters. First of all, I am going to teach you what is letter writing and types of letters. In the second point, I am going to teach you formats of letter writing. In the third point, I am going to teach you do's and don'ts of formal and informal letters. In the fourth point, I am going to teach you drafted example of formal letter. In the fifth and the last point, I am going to teach you drafted example of informal letter. Formats of letter writing. There are two types of letters, namely formal letter and informal letter. These letters are different from each other in formats, style of writing, and diction. Now let us see the format of formal letter. Here I have given one example of a formal letter which is written to the editor. So to start any formal letter, you have to write down the sender's address at the left hand side top corner. Here I have written the door number followed by area name followed by station. After you write down the sender's address, you have to go for the next component, that is the date. And you have to remember there should be some extra space between the station and date. And the date should be written in this format. Here I have given one example, that is 20th July followed by year. You should avoid writing the date like 20-7- followed by year. After you write down the date, you have to write down the designation of the receiver. In this particular example format, I have written to the editor. So the designation of the receiver is the editor. After you write down the designation of the receiver, you have to go with the next component, that is the receiver's address. The receiver's address is the Hindu, post box number and station. After you write down the receiver's address, you have to go with the salutation. You can write down the salutation like sir or madam. The salutation is followed by the subject statement. You have to remember the subject should be short, crispy, and straight to the topic. After the subject, you can start your body of the letter. The body of the letter can be divided into three paragraphs, namely introduction, main content, and conclusion. If you are writing to any editor or any commissioner of police, you can state the problem in the introductory part. That is the purpose of writing the letter. In the main content, you can go with the effects of the problem and all the related information related to your letter. The final and the conclusion paragraph, you should write desired future course of action. After you finish the body of the letter, you can go with the words regards or thanking you. But now in the present scenario, the words like regards or thanking you are outdated. Still, if you want, you can put it. There is no problem at all. After you put the words regards or thanking you, you can go with the subscription. The subscription here is yours truly. You have to remember the word yours, why should be a capital letter, and you have to remember there should be no apostrophe after yours. You should not put any apostrophe after R. And truly should be, the T should be a small letter. T should be a small letter. Because it is a letter to the editor, you can write yours truly. If you are writing the letter to any manager of a firm, you can write yours faithfully. If you know the sender, you can write the word yours sincerely. If you are writing your letter to any educational institutions, you can write yours obediently. And finally, you have to end your letter with a signature. Now let us see the informal letter. You have to start the informal letter by writing the sender's address at the left hand side top corner. Here the example: door number, area name, station. After writing the sender's address, you can go with the next component, that is date. And remember, there should be some gap between the station and date. And the date should be written in this format: 20th July followed by year. After you write down the date, you have to go with the salutation. Salutation, that is dear plus name. You have to note over here the name, the first letter of the name should be a capital letter. If you are writing any letter to your friend Ankit, the word Ankit, the letter A should be capital letter. After the salutation, you can go with the body of the letter. Remember, there is no hard and fast rule to divide the body into 3 paragraphs. However, you can write the introduction, main content, and conclusion in your body of your letter. What is the introduction you are going to write? You are going to write the purpose of writing the letter. And the main content, you can write all the required information. And in the conclusion part, you have to summarize the total information you have written. After you write the body of the letter, you can go with your subscription, that is yours lovingly or yours affectionately. Remember, the Y should be capital letter and L should be a small letter. And there should be no apostrophe after R. In yours, there should be no apostrophe. Without apostrophe only you have to write down. After you finish your subscription, you can end your letter with the signature. Okay. Do's and don'ts in formal and informal letters. First of all, let us start with the do's and don'ts in formal letter. You have to use formal, ceremonious, and polite language. The second point you have to remember, you should avoid contractions and abbreviations. The contractions like haven't, can't, don't, didn't should be avoided. You should avoid using idioms, and you should also avoid imperatives. The idioms like on top of it, instead of telling on top of it, furthermore. Another example, oddball. Instead of using the idiom oddball, you can use the word a weird or a strange person. And you should also avoid imperatives. What are imperatives? Imperatives are the sentences which start with verbs like orders, etc. Your sentences should be short, crispy, precise, and straight to the point. Don't write lengthy sentences. They should clearly mention what you are going to write. Your sentences should be very crispy, means straight to the point. And you have to try to prefer passive voice. And repetition should be avoided. You should not beat about the bush. You should not repeat the same words again and again. You have to remember to use proper punctuation marks. The letter should be divided into 2 or 3 paragraphs. The words like regards, thanking you, or thank you may be used according to the context. The letter should be ended with yours faithfully, yours sincerely, yours obediently, yours truly, etc. If you are writing to any manager of a firm, you can write yours faithfully. If the manager or to whom you are writing he is known to you, then you can write the word yours sincerely. If you are writing to any educational institutions, you can write the word yours obediently. If you are writing to any editor, you can write the word yours truly, etc. Remember, there is no need of a box. Now let us see the informal letter. In the informal letter, the language should be informal. You have to use the contractions like I am, I apostrophe am, I have, I apostrophe ve, I will, I apostrophe ll. And you can use n number of idioms according to the context. You should also use some exclamations, means expression of sudden feelings or joy, etc. The letter should be friendly and warm. Sentences should be concise and simple. Casual tone should be used. Sometimes you have to use according to the context. You have to prefer passive voice. You must involve the reader by conveying the enthusiasm you feel. Your letter should not be boring. You can joke about or you can refer to personal matters or personal experiences. You can inquire, seek information, or ask for advice in your informal letters. You may or you may not have 3 paragraphs. Remember, there is no hard and fast rule of using 3 paragraphs in informal letter. However, you can mention all the 3 components such as introduction, main content, and conclusion. You can end your letter by mentioning yours lovingly. You have to remember once again, yours Y should be capital letter and L should be small letter. there should be no apostrophe after R. And you can also end your letter by using the words yours affectionately. Remember once again, no need of a box. Now let us see a drafted example of formal letter. I have taken one editorial letter to show you as an example. To start with, as we know, we have to write down the sender's address. Here I have mentioned the sender's address. I have written door number 13-5/12 MVP Colony, Visakhapatnam. And after writing the sender's address, the next component I have used is the date. And we have to remember there should be some extra space between the station and the date. And the date should be written in this format. After you write the date, you have to write down the designation of the receiver. In this particular letter, the receiver is the editor and the designation of the receiver is the editor. Followed by receiver's address. The Hindu, post box number 250, Visakhapatnam 20. After you write the receiver's address, the next component you are going to use is the salutation. The salutation here I have mentioned, sir. After salutation, you have to go with the subject statement. Subject. And your subject statement should be very short and crispy and straight to the topic. Here the subject statement is inadequate supply of municipal tap water. After the subject statement, I have started the body of the letter, which is divided into 3 paragraphs. First one, in the introductory part, I have written the problem because when I am writing to the editor, I have to be very careful to mention the problem, for what purpose we are writing the letter. The first paragraph, through the columns of your esteemed daily, I would like to draw the attention of the civic authorities towards the issue of bad quality and inadequate supply of municipal water. So the problem is mentioned over here, bad quality and inadequate supply of municipal tap water. This is the problem. So the problem I have mentioned in the introductory part. The next paragraph is the effects of the problem, means the main content. Now let me read. It is unfortunate that the civic authorities do not take care to provide the citizens with even the basic amenities such as proper and adequate water supply. In our locality, the water is supplied less than an hour and once in 2 days, and rest of the day or days the taps remain dry. Also, the quality of water supplied is unhygienic. There have been some cases of diarrhea in your locality. It is feared that it may break into epidemic form if the water supply is not improved. In the second paragraph, that is the main content what I am writing over here, I have written the effects of problem. What are the effects of problem? It may break into epidemic form if the water supply is not improved. And the last paragraph, that is the conclusion part of the body, that is, it is hoped that instead of ignoring the matter, the authorities concerned will take immediate steps to ensure the supply of adequate and hygienic tap water in our locality. So, the last and the concluding paragraph is the desired future course of action. What is the desired future course of action, supply of adequate tap water in our locality. Finally, after finishing the body, you can write the word like thanking you and followed by the subscription yours truly and followed by the sender's name, that is here Mabel. Now let us see the next letter, that is drafted informal letter. First of all, you have to write down the sender's address and followed by date. Here I have written the sender's address G35 Vizag Vihar, Sitamdhara, Vishakhapatnam. After writing the sender's address, you can go with the date. Remember, you have to leave some space between the station and the date. And the date you should write in this format. 22nd June followed by year. After you write the date, you have to go with the salutation, that is, Dear Merlin. You have to remember to use a capital letter at the beginning of the name. After you write the salutation, you can go directly into the body of the letter. Remember, in informal letter, you may or you may not use 3 paragraphs. However, you should include your introduction, the main content, and the conclusion. Here let us see the introduction of my letter. Hope this letter finds you in the best of spirits. Sorry, I have not been writing as regularly as I should. In the introductory part, you can see I have used some contractions over here. I have. And let me go into the main content. Many thanks for inviting me to visit your house after my examinations. What a pleasure it would have been if I could be with you for some days. I have used the exclamations over here. The next paragraph. I am sorry. I won't be able to come to Kolkata after the examinations are over as I intend to take physics coaching as I am weak in it. I have already got registered for the coaching and have paid the fees. I have cut all the edges so that I could get some time for preparation. You already know how much I water to pursue my MBBS and this seems the best time to take the coaching. You can observe here I have used one idiom and also I used another idiom, I water. And I also used the contractions. Now let us see the last and the conclusion paragraph. I promise to visit you during Dasara holidays when Kolkata will be at its best. Hope to hear from you soon. After the body is over, you have to go with the subscription, that is, yours lovingly, and followed by your signature, that is, Mabel. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel for more videos. Thank you.